What if everything you were taught about God was a lie? Too limiting, too human, meant to buttress human ego. Too religious, designed to keep you blind in a structured society built for power, politics, and control. What if God doesn't exist? Not the way you think, not as a person, not as a being, not as a figure in the sky sitting on a throne, living in a kingdom made of pure gold. Not as a ruler seated on a throne ready to reward his faithful servants with 7 virgins and mansions. But what if something far greater does? Something the ancients called the All. Welcome to the What If Codex, where ancient wisdom, forbidden knowledge, and metaphysical truth merge into one, to unfold the reality you truly desire. Here, we question everything, the beliefs society was built on, and the hidden forces shaping your existence. Each episode opens a new page in the Codex, revealing truths that transform your mind, your power, and your destiny. Subscribe and unlock the Codex. In today's chapter of the Codex, you will discover why the God you were taught to worship is an illusion shaped by culture, fear, and control, and why something infinitely greater waits beneath it. A truth the ancients guarded, a truth hidden from the world. This codex unfolds in 5 revelations, each one bringing you closer to understanding the difference between a deity created by men and the all that creates men themselves. Let us begin. Revelation 1. God is a being. The all is being itself. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you may challenge everything you've ever believed. For thousands of years, humanity has imagined the creator of all things as a being. Christians envision a father on a throne, white robe, golden crown. Muslims speak of Allah, all-powerful, all-knowing, merciful, yet capable of wrath that rewards high and faithful servants with virgins. Jews speak of Yahweh, the lawgiver, the protector that gets jealous when his people turn away from him. Hindus describe deities with faces, emotions, tempers, and desires. Even Buddhists, who claim to have no God, still speak of cosmic Buddhas and enlightened protectors. And modern spiritual people? They imagine the universe itself listening like a customer service agent, ready to manifest money, love, and success on demand. We keep reducing the divine to human proportions. We give the infinite a mind, a mood, a gender, a throne, a chosen people, a list of rules, as though the source of all that exists were simply a magnified human being wearing cosmic robes. But in doing so, we do not elevate the Creator. We shrink the infinite into the shape of a personality. And here is what most people never pause long enough to consider. The English word God did not fall from the heavens. It is not a revealed sacred name. It is not eternal or universal. Its earliest roots come from ancient Germanic terms meaning to invoke, to pour a libation, or that which is called upon. It was originally a functional word, a human-made label used to describe any deity, not a unique title for the supreme source. Only later did culture, language, and politics elevate it with a capital G. And deep down, we all know, a word does not transform its essence simply because someone capitalized the first letter. If the very universal word we use for the divine is a linguistic invention, if its meaning and prestige were shaped by human hands, then perhaps the limitations we place on the divine are also inventions. The moods, the punishments, the tribalism, and the fears we attach to God do not come from the infinite. They arise from the imaginations of the finite. Do you truly believe that the source of all things could ever be jealous? Are these really divine traits, or merely human traits projected onto the sky? Have we become so blind, so unlearned, that we now believe the source of all creation would reward his servants with virgins in paradise? Here is the revelation your religion never gave you, to help you let go of the smallness we project onto the Divine One and dare to encounter the infinite as it truly is, beyond language, beyond culture, beyond the boundaries of the human mind. God you were taught to believe in doesn't exist, because long before religion there were mystics, men and women who saw beyond the stories, and they didn't find a being. They remembered the all. The Hermetic philosophers in ancient Egypt called it the all, the infinite mind in which the universe is a thought. What does it mean? It means everything there is, both tangible and intangible, both light and darkness, dominion, thrones, powers, literally everything, live, moves, and have their being in the all, including the God you were taught to worship, which is but a man-made mental construct. Nothing can exist outside the all. The sages of Advaita Vedanta called it Brahman, not a god, but pure existence itself. Jewish Kabbalists called it Ein Sof, the endless, the boundless, the unknowable. Taoists named it the Tao, the way that cannot be spoken or defined. Even modern science whispers of it. The quantum field, the unified field, the invisible ocean from which every particle emerges. Different names, one truth. The all is not a being. The all is being itself. It is the fabric of existence, the presence behind every atom, the intelligence inside every cell, the silence inside your consciousness, the breath behind your breath. The all does not get angry. It does not get pleased. It does not need your worship because it doesn't need anything from you. Can you possibly give water to the ocean? Can you possibly give life to the source of all life? The all doesn't need your money, your wealth, or anything you have because you cannot give to the source of creation. You can only take from it. The God of your religion demands your money, demands your worship and devotion. Why? Because the God of your religion is nothing more than an egregore that feeds on your energy and controls you with fear. The all is not a person. It is the source, the field, the ground, the one reality behind all realities. Every god humans have ever created, Jehovah, Allah, Krishna, Zeus, Ra, Odin, is ultimately a metaphor for forces we did not understand. And through these metaphors, man has justified the crusades, the jihads, the conquests, and the killing of anyone who refused to accept their faith. Violence, wrapped in the name of God, became the easiest weapon ever forged. But the all is not a metaphor. It is the ocean from which all gods emerge. Your soul is not separate from it. Your consciousness is not outside it. You are a wave in that ocean, and the ocean is within you. This is the truth hidden behind religions, behind scriptures, behind creation stories, behind the fear that shaped them. And this is only the first revelation. Join me in the next video as we open Revelation 2. God has a form. The all is formless. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the moment the Codex unfolds.